So what are the hardware parts of the imaging system? So you have what is known as the camera, then you have a light source, which is generally a cold light source, then you have the telescope, which we'll explain to you a little later, and you have a monitor, right? Now there are many products available on the market, ranging from something as a full system available for just 2 to 3 lakhs to a top-end system, which could be a 4K monitor system, 4K camera and monitor system, which could cost you something like around 65 lakhs. So the hardware is an absolute essentiality, but depending on your budget and your type of surgeries that you are going to be doing, you naturally cater to that. So when it comes to the imaging part of laparoscopy, we have what is known as the image chain. Now the image chain, basically the center hub of it, or if you can equate it to a computer system, the CPU will be the camera circuit unit. Okay, so that's in the center of the monitor there. So this is the camera. From there, you have the scope and the camera head attached to it, and the light source is attached to the telescope. So this part will be going into the patient with the help of the light source and the camera. Now from the camera, you have video cables, one of which will be going to a monitor so that you can view what you are doing. 2, you have it going to what is an image management center, where you can choose to record, you can choose to take screenshots, or save the file for reviewing your surgery later. And 3, this is what I'm talking about, a dedicated OR setup where you have operating room integration, where this can be used for relaying surgeries to your students, to a conference center, for webinars. But this is something which is very expensive and not usually present in many centers. Now these are the types of telescopes that you have. Mainly telescopes are 5 millimeters and 10 millimeters for laparoscopy. If you're going to be doing pediatric laparoscopy, then you have a 3 millimeter telescope. Now, if you just look at the ends of the telescope where the lenses are, you can make sure what type of scope this is. Now, if it's something that's going to be straight like that, that is called as a 0-degree scope. And this is the type of vision that you will get. You will get a direct end-on vision from a 0-degree telescope. This is the most commonly used scope. Less commonly used, but more effective at, if you're going to be doing a little more advanced surgery, will be the use of a 30-degree scope, because this gives you a more wide range of vision, and depending on how you turn it, you'll be able to see better parts of it. It theoretically also gives you a better version of 2-dimension compared to a 0-degree scope. So these come in varying sizes. There are usually 5 to 10 mm, as I told you earlier. Diagnostic 3 mm scope is present. Very less used by general surgeons, but mostly by pediatric surgeons. All our telescopes are what is following as a rod and lens system discovered by Professor Hopkins, a physician who dealt with light in the US. This was way back in the 50s, around 1953. He invented the rod and lens system.